I'm a ninja coach, and for those of you that don't know what ninja is, it's a sport, much like gymnastics, basketball. There are competitions all over the country, but this one was made popular by a show called American Ninja Warrior. I don't know if you've ever seen it before. To go back to my roots, I am a native New Yorker. I'm from the Bronx, home of the boogie down, you know. Yeah, we pioneered the breakdance. You know, I don't know what that is. But this is what my generation pioneered, breakdancing. And coming from the Bronx as a kid, we used to do this thing, and they call it parkour now. But we used to run through these abandoned buildings, jumping on the fire escapes, flipping off of mattresses, just doing all kinds of crazy stuff. And they gave it a name now. But we used to do some really dangerous things. And when I look back, I cringe. We jumped from roof to roof. Being a father now, thinking about my kids doing some of the things that we did, it's terrifying. But you know, growing up in New York City, in the Bronx in the 70s, had its challenges for me as an individual because my name is Kermit. And I got picked on and made fun of, and I fought a lot, and I learned how to fight at a young age. And I got pretty good at it. But I didn't like fighting. You know, I didn't want to hurt people. So the first chance I got, I took karate, right? I figured if I knew karate and people knew that I knew karate, they wouldn't want to mess with me. So I did that. And the elements that I got that helped me today from karate were self-discipline, inner power, and precision. You know, being precise with my movements. But more than anything, I didn't want to hurt people. You know, I didn't want to hurt anybody, so I figured at least I could, you know, subdue them and put them into a hole to where, because I was always freakishly strong, and like I said, I could fight, and I did hurt some people, and I didn't like it, you know. So that's what karate brought to me as a coach. Now, the next two things happened to me in school. I took a venture as an entrepreneur first. You know, I was selling what they call contraband, and I got suspended. But this was my product. It says 25 cents up here, but at the time, I'm aging myself, it was 10 cents a pack. And I made pretty good money selling it, and I could help my mom. I had a single mom. I could help her out, you know, make some ends meet doing that. Also, in school, I took gymnastics, which I showed a good. I was good at it, and the elements that gymnastics brought to it was the upper body strength, the core strength, the flexibility, and the body awareness. So I would later on in life become a gymnastics coach for 22 years, and then having my own gym. I loved coaching gymnastics. It reminded me of the precision and the perfection that it takes. And those are some of the elements that I wanted to instill in my life. Having a gymnastics gym, I coach boys, and the boys were only there because their sisters were taking gymnastics. And every time I turned my back, they were repurposing the equipment for other things. And so all of those things, the parkour, the martial arts, the gymnastics, all of those things came together like a puzzle, all right, to put me together to become this ninja coach. And as a ninja coach, I don't just teach the physical aspects. You know, those things are important and they're great. But we also instill these old school values into our students. Every time they come in the gym, they get things like respect and honor and manners, you know, work ethic, you know, things like this. They take a pledge to one of these things every time they come into my gym. Our mantra, focused energy, listen to what's being taught, pay attention to what you're doing. Stop making those same mistakes over and over again, things that I've learned, I had to learn throughout my life as an adult. You know, not that insanity, doing the same thing, expecting different results. focused energy. We push it in them every time they come in. Self-responsibility, taking ownership of your stuff, not blaming other people for things that you do. We want to learn from our mistakes. Don't make excuses and don't lie. We want to learn from our mistakes, and practicing some self-responsibility does that. And work ethic. The main thing we want to take from our work ethic is that we always try our best. We don't quit when things get hard or we're scared, because in life, as you all know, life is both hard and scary. So if we teach our kids now about that, they'll have a head start on it, let me say, because like I said, I learned a lot of these things as an adult, not having a mentor in my life. This little girl's 5 years old. Yeah, backflip off the wall. All right, so in closing, our students, they're leaving us. When they leave us, this is our hope anyway, that they not only with a physical education, but with some life values, some things that, in taking a page from my first entrepreneurial, leave them something for now and later. All right? Thank you.